Hey, what's going on, guys? It's John Madrid here, your friend from Factory Direct Homes. All right. So you're going to probably be blown away. You're like, man, they're dropping a lot of lives. Yes, we are, because we're on a mission for 2024 to help as many families as possible, obtain their dream of owning a house. And I'm sitting in one right now. Okay. So this video, because as we're shooting videos, we get ideas of other videos. So one of the questions I was asked was, how do I do a referral? Right? Because I'm sure you've heard it pays to refer, keep money in the basin, whatever the situation is. But there's a lot of people out there that are not sure how to refer, right? So, not sure how to refer. So, we're going to answer those questions today in this live. All right. So, real quick, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start the chat off with the link, which should also be in the description of this video, for the landing page of where you or the refer person or the person that you're going to refer can fill out the application. Okay. So that's going to be one of the steps, but not on how to refer. So I think we've already shot a video on the process of the application on how to secure financing. As a matter of fact, I know we did. So check that out. But either way, this particular video is, does it pay to refer? And if so, how much? Or how do I get paid if I refer? Because, nothing's free, right? And we don't expect your time to be free or just to say, hey, just give us a referral. Don't worry about it. And we will, but we want to take care of you guys because even if you're not in the market for a house, we know for sure, just statistically speaking, we know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Does that make sense? So I know it sounds crazy, but at the end of the day, we all know someone who's in the market or who's gonna be, because people are always moving and they're always looking for a house. And the last thing we want them to do is waste money on rent. All right. So I put two links in the comments so far. The first one is the application link. That way you can save it on your phone or your notes. And the next one's the website. Because in that website, there's a lot of cool like videos, floor plans, pictures. We even have a dojo on there. We like that because, we're a martial arts family here. We love it. Because sometimes, to buy a house, it's a process and it takes discipline. Okay. So either way, let's get back on track. Again, today's topic is, does it pay to refer? The answer is yes. Now let's talk about how much. Let's get down to the moolah. Okay. So I've been doing this, and you probably hear me say it over and over and over again. I've been doing it for about 12 years. So that's a better part. That's more than a decade. Okay. And for the longest time, this industry standard, as far as like the referral fee was 500. And I've heard horror stories that, oh man, they never paid me. Well, that's not going to happen here. That's why we're shooting a video on how to get paid, right? And the steps to follow. And there's only 4 steps. If you can count to 4, everybody can, you can do the 4 steps to get paid. All right. So let's go over them. And as we talk about them, so I'm going to put on here steps to get paid for your referrals. Hold on. I apologize if my spell, there it goes. It's referrals. All right. So I told you 4 steps, right? So the first step, and before I even go into that, I want to talk about something real quick because sometimes, and I'm not saying this is you, we might think to ourselves, I can get a referral. You can, but there's no caps, at least not here with us. We will pay you over and over and over and over again. So if you find it pretty easy to find referrals, then let's get you set up. Hit me up direct, 432-201-1105, because we can do business together as many times as you want. Okay. And just get you paid over and over. You're helping us. We help you. Could be a nice, good side job. All right. And if you're that good at it, maybe we just need to get you signed up as a salesperson and get you licensed and everything, which we can do too. All right. So either way, getting back to the steps of getting paid on the referrals. So I'm going to kind of rewind a little bit. So again, I've been doing this for over 10 years. Pretty much no matter where you go, they do pay for referrals. Because of course, I mean, A good business, it doesn't matter if you're a landscaper or if you're a um it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't landscaper, painter, roofer, whoever. Referrals are like the biggest driving force of business. And it's no different here with us. All right. So 500's been the industry standard. And then recently, I've seen a couple dealers out there do 1,000. So we matched them because we're like, you know what? We're not going to be not underbid, but you know what I mean. If somebody's out there paying more, then we're going to pay more because, again, we value that referral. But right now, for this month only, we're going to take it a step further. We're going to smash the record. We're going to pay more than anybody. We're going to pay $1,500 per referral, no caps. Okay. So that means, and I'll just give you the real life examples right now. We got 3 homes available for sale out here at Stonegate, 1320 North Fairgrounds, Midland, Texas, 79706. I'm sitting in one right now. It's beautifully furnished. As a matter of fact, we even offer it furnished. If you want the furniture and you buy this house, it's yours on the house. And we all know it's not free to do it or to get it decorated, but it is for you. All right. But either way, getting back to that. So we're paying $1,500. We got 3 houses out here. We have 2 16 wide single wides, and we have a mega wide out here. So if you help us sell the 3 homes this month, that's $4,500 you can make in less than 30 days. Let's do it. Okay. If you send us 10 referrals, that's $15,000 you can make. It adds up to a lot, guys, and we need them. All right. So getting back to it. So I put the link in there again to do the application. I put the website. So if you want to see the homes, the floor plans, all that good stuff. And then I put the next thing is the steps. So step number 1, ask their permission. Okay. So I wouldn't want to get a random call from a guy like me, which again, I'll be, I guess I would, but you know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants to get a telemarketer call. And we don't like to blow up people's phones. Don't think that if you send us a phone number and an email, we're going to be calling you every 10 minutes. That's not the idea here. The idea is to say, hey, this is my number. By the way, 432-201-1105. That's my direct number. I keep it on me all the time. If I don't answer, I may be shooting a live. I may be with a customer, whatever it is, right? But that's why I love text, because at the end of the day, if I miss a call, but you shoot a text, it's like, hey, what's going on? Da, da, da. But either way, ask their permission. So again, don't just start sending us everybody in your contacts. I mean, we want them if they said yes, they're in the market for a house and they're cool with us calling them, because we will. Okay. So we want people who know we're going to call them. Okay. We want them to be, in other words, we want them to have given consent, permission. So step number 1, ask permission. Okay. Now, again, if you got 100 people in your contacts and they all said, yeah, have them call me, then send us 100 people. Because then that'd be what? 1,500. Dang, that'd be 150,000. That'd be a lot of money. Either way, guys, as you can see, there's no caps here. All right. Okay. So step number 1, get their permission. All right. So in case you didn't catch it, step number 2 is to contact. Oh, I didn't even put hold on one second here. All right. Step number 2 is to contact us. And you can contact me directly. 432-201-1105. Again, the number's in the comments. All right. So in case you didn't memorize it or you feel like, oh, I didn't get a chance to write it down, don't worry. It's right there in the contacts. Okay. So 201 or 432-201-1105. That's my direct number. All right. So step number 1, ask the person who's being referred, ask them permission. Say, hey, is it okay if I have John Madrid or one of his associates contact you about helping you get into a new house? And by the way, we sell tiny homes, single wides, mega wides, double wides, oil field housing, offices, modulars. I mean, there's everything. So it doesn't matter what they need, we got. Okay. All right. So step number 2 is to contact us at 432-201-1105. We do have a main number and it's got directories because we do have a couple of people that work with us or work with me. We have Thomas, we have Melissa. So if for some reason you want to call the directory and talk to one of them, you can. It does it either way. It works for us. All right. So step one, get permission. Step two, give us a call or a text. Okay. I prefer text, but call me. Whatever you prefer, whatever works for you works for us. All right, step number three, okay? Because you can't just do step one and two and then get paid. You got to do all four steps. So, step number three is to send us their name, number, and email. We're going to need those three things to help them get a house, right? So, the easier you make it for us, the higher probability you have of getting paid. And for doing what? A couple of text messages and some phone calls. And again, I'm not saying that's not important. It is super important. I wouldn't be shooting this content if it wasn't important. So again, step one, get their permission. Step two, call us. Okay. Step three, send us their name, number, and email. And if you say, well, they don't have an email, then help them get one because the banks require it nowadays for them to have an email. It's part of the loan process. All right. Or loan them yours, whatever you need to do. But let's get it done. Let's do it right. All right. So step one, get their permission. Step two, contact us. Step three, send us their name, number, and email. We got to have all three of those. All right. All right. And then you're like, man, he's just talking about everything except how I get paid. Well, guess what? Step number four is going to get you paid with dollar signs. All right. So step four is going to get paid. That's the one that we're all interested in, right? So you like, well, that's not a step. It actually is a step. So we're a legitimate company. We're family owned. We've been in business for a decade, it's been about a decade. I think 2013 is when we incorporated. Either way, whenever, according to the IRS, because again, we make sure to follow the rules. We don't do anything shady here. Everything's by the book, right? So according to IRS, and it changes. It used to be 350, then 500. I think now it's 600. Regardless, we're talking about way more than that. We're talking about 1,500 per. So even if you only ever send us one, you do have to fill out a form for the IRS because we have to, any money that we pay out, we have to have paperwork. And that paperwork, it's super simple. Don't think, oh my God, here's the catch. It's not a catch. I mean, literally, we're set up to do everything online. So we email you a DocuSign form, basically just saying, hey, fill this out because we got to have it on file. Once we get it back signed, which takes like a whole 3 seconds to do, we Venmo you, Cash App you. That's the one we prefer to do. But if not, we just can mail you a check, Or if you happen to be in town, just swing by the office after you fill out that form and pick up your check, get paid, and keep getting paid because we don't have caps here. There are no caps to the referral program. All right. So we just spent the last 12, 13 minutes explaining to you guys the 4 steps on how to properly refer somebody. Remember, don't just say, hey, call them, give them a call. They got good deals. Because then we don't have a paper trail to prove that you referred them. And again, if you can count to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can refer. Okay. We learned how to count when we were small. So you got this. So remember, step one. What is it? Step one. I'm sorry about that. Step one is ask their permission. Step two, contact us. I put the phone number there. Step three is to send us the name, number, and email. And step four is get you paid. Fill out the form you got to fill out because of the IRS. And then we can Venmo, Cash App you, or mail you a check, or you can swing by the office. It's open 8 to 5. It's located in Odessa. And again, we ship all over Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Louisiana. So this is coming from YouTube. So if you're watching from New Mexico and be like, I don't qualify. Yes, you do. We cover all New Mexico. All right. All right, guys. So again, this is John Madrid here with Factory Direct. We appreciate you watching the content. Make sure you click that little bell. Subscribe. Our goal right now is to reach 10,000 followers. We're going to do it in Jesus' name. We're going to make it happen. And we can only make it happen with your help. All right, so let's get you paid. 432-201-1105. Talk to you soon, guys. Later.